your antivirus renewed at nearly 3 times what you paid the first year, and a free program already sitting on your computer scored higher than some of what you just bought. That is the trap in this category, and it catches almost everybody once. So here are the 10 best antivirus programs, counting down from number 10 to number 1. Here is how this was put together, because it matters more than usual here. I have no account on any of these and I have not run them myself. What I did instead was take the results from the 2 independent labs. They test all of these side by side on the same malware in the same month. AV-TEST scores protection, performance and usability out of 6 each, so 18 is a perfect run. AV-Comparatives does its own real-world rounds and hands out medals. Then I read the complaint record on every single vendor on this list. That second part is what most roundups leave out, and it moves the ranking more than the lab scores do. So each entry gets the same 3 things: what it really costs after the first year ends, what the labs actually measured, and what people say once the money has left their account. 2 names are missing before we start, and both are missing on purpose. The first is Kaspersky. It scored a perfect 18 out of 18 in the most recent round, which puts it level with anything on this list. It is also not legally available to you if you are in the United States. The Commerce Department issued a final determination in June 2024 prohibiting Kaspersky from supplying American customers. New sales stopped that July. Updates to machines already running, it stopped that September. An antivirus that cannot receive updates cannot protect you from anything new, so a perfect score means nothing here. Excellent software, wrong country. The second missing name is a product that pays me a commission, and it is still not on this list. It has never once been submitted to either testing lab. It has a long history of bundling junk you did not ask for. Malwarebytes blocks it outright. A commission is not a reason to put something in front of you. If anything, money changing hands is exactly when you should want the ranking to hold. Number 10, Surfshark. Most people meet Surfshark as a VPN, and the antivirus arrived later as part of the bundle. On raw detection, it is genuinely fine. It took a perfect 6 out of 6 for protection from AV-Test. Where it falls down is everything around that. Its performance score was 4.5, the joint lowest here. It leans on your machine more than the leaders do, and it is core protection only. No firewall, no parental controls, no password manager, no vulnerability scanning. Reviewers keep landing in the same place on this one, and so do I. If you already want the VPN, adding the antivirus for a few dollars is reasonable value. If you are shopping for protection on its own, this is not the one. Surfshark is the first product here with a link in the description, and that is an affiliate link. It earns me a commission, and it still only ranks 10th. So, buy it as a bundle, not as a security suite. Number 9, Total AV. The lab result is real and it surprises people. 17.5 out of 18, a top product award, 6 out of 6 on protection, so the software works. The problem with Total AV is not the scanning engine, it is the checkout. The complaint pattern is remarkably consistent. Customers report being shown a renewal discount around $29 and then being charged $119. Others report renewals they never authorized. And the cancellation route is the recurring theme, buried in the dashboard, with email support looping back to the billing pages. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee, but cancelling outside that window does not get your money back. So if you buy this, buy it knowing the first-year price is bait and set yourself a calendar reminder. Number 8. Trend Micro. Trend Micro is an old, serious security company. It has the lightest touch on your system of almost anything here, 6 out of 6 on performance. But there is one number that matters more than the rest, and it is the one Trend Micro lost. Protection came in at 5 out of 6. In the most recent AV-Test round, that was the lowest protection score of any product tested. Everything else on this list except one scored a perfect 6. Now, 5 out of 6 is not dangerous, and this is not a bad program. but you are choosing between products where the alternatives cost the same and detect more. So, fine if you already own it, not the one to switch to. Number 7. McAfee. This is the widest gap on the whole list between what the labs found and what customers feel. In the lab, McAfee is flawless, a perfect 18 out of 18, and a bronze medal from AV-Comparatives for real-world protection. With actual users, it holds 1.3 out of 5 on Trustpilot. That is across more than 3,000 reviews. Read in August 2026. That is the worst rating in this field by a distance. The complaints are not about viruses getting through. They are about pop-ups pushing more products and auto-renewal at inflated prices. They are about billing 30 days before your term ends, which starts the refund clock early, and they are about refunds by phone only, with no way to do it online. So it protects the machine well and treats the customer badly, only worth it if it came free with your laptop. Number 6. Avast and AVG, which are now the same engine under 2 names. On the numbers, these are extraordinary. Both scored a perfect 18 out of 18, and both took gold from AV-Comparatives for having the lightest impact on system speed. And the free version is not crippled. That is the best free protection you can install. Then there is the other side. In February 2024, the FTC ordered Avast to pay $16.5 million. It also banned the company from selling browsing data for advertising. The allegation was that Avast collected browsing information through its own antivirus and browser extensions from at least 2014. It then sold that data through a subsidiary to more than 100 third parties, all while telling customers its products would block tracking. The data was not properly anonymized. It carried a unique identifier per browser, every site visited, and precise timestamps. So the protection is genuinely excellent. Whether you trust the company with what it can see is a separate question, and only you can answer that one. Number 5. Microsoft Defender. Nobody sells you this one, which is exactly why it keeps getting overlooked. It is free, and it is already running on your Windows machine right now. In the most recent round, it earned a top product award at 17.5 out of 18, with a perfect 6 for protection. It outscored several programs on this list that charge $100 a year. So why is it not higher? Because core malware detection is not the whole job anymore. Defender is weaker on phishing and scam links, which is how most people actually get hit these days. There is no identity monitoring and no cross-platform license for your phone or the family laptops. There is no support line to call when something goes wrong. So for a careful user who keeps Windows updated, this is genuinely enough, and you should stop paying for anything. Number 4. F-Secure Total. This is the one most Americans have never heard of, and its results do not deserve that. A perfect 18 out of 18 and a top product award. No FTC action, no mass billing complaint pattern. Nothing in the record that made me hesitate. It is a Finnish company that has been doing this for decades and mostly sells in Europe. That is the entire reason it is invisible here. If the top 3 feel like the obvious names, this is the one worth a look precisely because it is not obvious. So, best pick on this list for anyone who values a clean record over a familiar logo. Number 3. ESET. 3 things put ESET this high. It matched the perfect 18 out of 18. It also shared the gold with Bitdefender for advanced threat protection. That is the test that goes after targeted attacks rather than everyday malware. And AV-Comparatives named ESET its product of the year for 2024. That is the most recent year the lab handed that award out at all. But the number that stands out is the one nobody else here comes close to. Its own users rated 4.57 out of 5, the highest satisfaction score in this comparison. That combination is rare. Products this well liked are usually the gentle ones. Products this strong are usually the ones people complain about. So, the one to pick if you want serious protection that stays out of your way. Number 2. Norton took the gold medal from AV-Comparatives for real-world protection, the single most important test they run. It scored a perfect 18 out of 18 from AV-TEST alongside it. On pure protection, nothing on this list is better. What keeps it off the top spot is the bill. Norton 360 standard runs about $40 for the first year and around $95 on renewal. Deluxe goes from around $50 to $125. That is 2.5 times, and it is the loudest complaint against them by a wide margin. On complaints board alone, there are over 500 filed complaints, with nearly 60% still unresolved. Users also report being billed 6 or 7 weeks ahead of the renewal date. So, the best protection here if, and only if, you diary the renewal and negotiate it every single year. Number 1. Bitdefender. It earned the perfect 18 out of 18. In the most recent AV-Comparative summary, it took gold for advanced threat protection and silver for real-world protection. It has won Product of the Year before as well, most recently for 2022. Now, I want to be straight with you about how close the top two really are. Norton medals in both of those same tests, just the other way round. On the lab results alone, you could argue for either one. What separates them is everything that happens after you pay. And unlike two of the strongest scorers in those tables, Bitdefender is not carrying an FTC order or a legal ban. Now the part I am not going to skip, because Bitdefender is the product with my affiliate link on it. Its weakest area is support. It sits at 3.9 on Trustpilot as of August 2026. That average hides a split, roughly 2/3 5-star and about 1 in 5 1-star. The 1-star reviews are almost never about a virus getting through. They are about auto-renewal charges people did not expect and a cancellation route that is hard to find. One reviewer reports waiting 4 months for a support reply with no phone number to call. So the protection is the best on this list and the customer service is not. Buy the multi-year deal and turn auto-renew off the day you install it. You get the best of it without the part people complain about. So that is the 10. Bitdefender takes it on a perfect current score and medals in both of the tests that matter. The honest caveat is that you should manage your own renewal rather than trust theirs. Its link is in the description, along with Surfshark from number 10, and both are affiliate links. And if you take one thing away from all of this, let it be number 5. Before you spend anything, check what Defender is already doing for you for free. For a lot of people, that is the end of the decision. Which one surprised you most, the free one at number 5 or the 1.3-star rating at number 7? Tell me in the comments.